How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulombs from a point at 118 volts to a point at 128 volts? This is the question. So, in the question we have 2 points. Let us take 2 points. The first point we name it as A and the second point we name it as B. Now, there are 2 points in space and the potential at the first point. Now, how do we know that we are talking about potential? Because it is written 118 volts. Volts is a unit of potential. So, the first point has potential 118 volts. We know the potential is denoted by symbol V, and since this is the potential of point A, so we denote it as VA. So, VA is equal to 118 volts. Similarly, what will be VB? 128 volts. So, the potential at point B is 128 volts, which is denoted by VB. Now, there is a charge of 2 coulombs. So, who contains charge? If there is a charge of 2 coulomb, that means there must be a charged particle. So, at potential 118 volts, that's point A, let us put a charged particle which has the charge 2 coulomb. Now, the question being asked is how much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulombs from point A to point B. So, we are going to move the charged particle from A to B, and how much work is done in doing that we have to find out. Now, we know work done in bringing the charge is defined by the potential difference between the 2 points per unit charge. That means per the numerical value of the charge. So, the difference is VB minus VA, because VB has a greater potential. So, we will take this subtracted by this and divided by Q. Per can be denoted as the divided by sign, and unit charge, that means divided by Q. Q is the charge. Okay, now let's do it. What information we have in the question? In the question, we have the potential of the first point, potential of the second point, that is VB, that is 128 volt. We have VA, that is 118 volt. We have the value of the charge, that is Q equal to 2 coulombs. These are the three things that we have as an information. And what to find out? We have to find out the work done. How to find out? So, this formula we need, W equal to VB minus VA, that is the potential difference, divided by Q. Now, let's do it. We have all these three informations. This is the formula. Let's just put one by one. W equal to the value of VB is 128 minus value of VA is 118 divided by Q is 2. Now, we'll just do the calculation. First, do the subtraction in the numerators. So, 128 and minus 110 becomes 10. And here we know 10 divided by 2 is 5. We can just cancel and write here. So, what will be our next part of the next step of the numerical, that is W equal to 5. Now, this is the value of the work done. But what is the unit? We know the unit of work done is joules. So, we can just write 5J. So, as a final answer, we can write the work done in moving a charge of 2 coulombs from a point at 118 volt to a point at 128 volts is 5J, that is 5 joules.